In this video, we are going to learn how to solve one-step linear equations. Now, let's look at this example. Now, this says solve x plus 7 equals 12. First of all, solve means find the value of. If we are trying to solve an equation, this means we are trying to find the value of the unknown, which in this case is x. Now, in this equation, x plus 7 equals 12, there is this number that we don't know, which we call it as unknown. And we see that 7 is added to this number, and the result is 12. Now, it is not hard to find the value of x, which is 5. But these equations are intentionally easy so that we can learn the algebraic method. So, what we need to do is we have to show how we leave the unknown alone, because at the end of the solution I should find x equals a number. So what will happen to 7? Well, what happens is I'm going to apply the opposite operation to cancel the 7's out, so that x will be isolated or alone. Now, just because this is an equation, whatever I do on the left-hand side, I have to do the same on the right-hand side, so I have to take away 7 on the right-hand side. So this will give me 12 minus 7, which is 5. So that is how I solve a one-step equation like this. Another example. A minus 9 equals 4. So here, the opposite for subtraction is addition. So I have to add 9 to cancel these out, so that A will be isolated. And just for the sake of keeping the balance, I have to add 9 here on the right hand side as well. So 4 plus 9 will give me 13. This is how I'm going to show my solution. Another example. Now this time I have this equation, 5m equals 30. Now remember that when it is multiplication in algebra, we do not use the x or times symbol, because we may have this confused with x. So instead of writing 5 times m like this, I write 5m, and I read this as 5 times m, but 5m is also okay. So we do not use the times symbol anymore, so we ignore that. We just write 5m, but we must know that the operation in between 5 and m is multiplication. So if the operation is multiplication, then I'm going to use the opposite operation to get rid of that 5, which is division. So if I divide the left-hand side by 5, I just cancel these out, and m is alone now. This is what I want. And then to keep the balance, I have to divide 30 by 5 as well, which will give me the result to be 6. One last example. Now this equation has division here, and divided by 7 is 4. Now, this fraction here, n over 7, should give you the idea of division. There is division here. That over sign also means division. Now, if we are dividing, if n is divided by 7, the opposite operation is multiplication. So we say 7 times on this side to have those 7's cancel each other out, so that n will be alone. And then to keep the balance, I have to multiply the right hand side with 7 too. So it's going to be 4 times 7, which is 28. And that's my answer. So basically, this is just one step that I do here. In one step, I leave the unknown alone, and then I find the value of that unknown. That's why we call these as one-step equations. So there are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and remember that subtraction is opposite for addition and vice versa. Multiplication is opposite for division and division is opposite for multiplication. Now is your turn. Please solve these questions on your book and submit your answers online. Thank you.